Welcome back. My name is Goober, and at age I can say that I wasted my childhood on technology. I always see videos talking about how bad social media is for Gen Z specifically, but when I do, I end up scrolling because my gremlin brain just wants me to, for the dopamine rush. However, I managed to force myself out of bed with my MP3 player to blast some music as I napped in the pool. I didn't actually. Don't do that, you'll get sunburned. And I accidentally made myself have an epiphany. I contemplated the existence of my childhood. Most, if not all, of my childhood was spent on my phone or on TV, on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, or on video games. I wasted my childhood being afraid to do anything and to be someone because of how I grew up. Now, being in a different environment, I realize how I have free will and I can finally do the things that makes me myself. And it makes my head explode. I am not just a thumb and eyes for social media, but I'm a person that can walk down the street and play in the local park. Social media isn't our friend. As someone born in a world full of technology, raised by it, surrounded by it, drowned by it, I realized that it's a scam for your time. All of my time was spent on these electronic devices. And now that I'm finally ungluing myself from these things, I realized how unhealthy they were. I want to get a flip phone to text my friends like a 2000s emo kid. I want to walk around and hang out with people I care about without checking the latest thing on my TikTok feed. I want to dump all of my electronics into a well. But in this new era of technology, where everything has an app, I can't do anything about it. What I can do is limit myself to my own reality. What I'm choosing is free will. I'm done scrolling. The reason why I want to get a flip phone instead of continuing to limit my apps is because I always change the amount of time to be higher so I can scroll endlessly. If I get rid of that option entirely, I'll be able to think for myself and not turn into a social media zombie again. I stopped using social media the moment I got into that pool that day. I didn't even listen to anything when I went to bed that night. My room was completely silent and it was scary not having something to listen to while I slept. I always listen to something, if it's my own voice, if it's music, if it's a video, and being stuck with my own thoughts for the first time felt very foreign. My first full day of not gluing myself to my phone, I grabbed my MP3 player and just vibed to my music as I brushed my teeth and got ready for the day. I was on my computer typing part of the script out while window shopping on Amazon instead of laying in my bed for 3 hours forgetting to brush my teeth. I rearranged my bed so when I wanted to do something with my phone or literally any electronic device, I would have to get up and away from my bed to do it. I had a backrest pillow that I moved off of my bed so I can draw and do things out of it. I also cleaned up my art desk so I can make more physical art. Making physical art will be one of the things that'll get me off social media, as well as hanging out with my friends, or even making new ones, reading, and, as I've mentioned like a million times, listening to music. I even built a Monster High Mega Block set that I have never touched ever since I bought it to keep me entertained and away from scrolling anywhere. I listened to a YouTube video while making it, but it was on my laptop, so I don't count it because I'm talking about phones here. Because I use my laptop for more productive things like typing out my scripts and even drawing, because that's another productive thing that I do. But I'm also trying to get off electronics entirely so I have more time to do the things that I actually want to do in life. Being someone who wants to be a YouTuber, that really doesn't make any sense, I guess, because I'll be looking at a screen the entire time while writing my scripts, editing my videos. It doesn't even make sense why I want to get rid of electronics entirely. But it's mostly to stay off my gremlin grind and stop binge watching YouTube videos or scrolling through YouTube Shorts, Instagram, or TikTok. In light of this new social media purge, I want to learn how to cook and bake. I can finally take the time to do that with the time that I'm giving myself. I also haven't been as anxious, and I've been really productive. But with my new empty ears, I've been vocal stimming more than I have been to fill the empty void of sound. So that's been fun. Speaking of which, I've also been less embarrassed to be myself, which is why I've been window shopping on Amazon so I could customize my character to look more unique. I guess what I'm trying to say is, go touch grass and think about how you want your own life to be. Do you want to be stuck on social media all day for a small dopamine rush? Or do you want to go out in the world and find something that actually interests you that isn't hours of TikTok slop? I have found that in my one day of research, I need to touch more grass and spend time away from it. My reason for being on it was to not overthink, but it seems like it was my reason to overthink because of how long I spent on it. Go be productive with your time, do a puzzle, build a Lego set, go for a walk, or even bake a cake. Thank you so much for your time watching this. Bye!